What's up? What's up? I'm about to eat lunch. But before I eat my lunch, pizza. Yeah. Before I eat my pizza, in this video, I'm gonna continue what I was talking about from my last video about men being masters, women being servants. So anyway, yeah, I have to expose a lie too. Now, realize this. Now, men are the extension of masculinity. We're masculinity itself on this realm. So, yeah. So anyway, to continue what I was talking about. Now, if a man had a god, now I had to expose a lie that a lot of religions like to talk about, which ain't true. Now, when they talk about us having a god, you know what I'm saying? You know how effeminizing that sounds to a man? You gotta remember, we men are that god. We're the extension of that god. A man is the embodiment of the master. We're the master itself. If it wasn't so, we wouldn't be men. We wouldn't be male, masculine. Exactly. So just to put it short, men are above. Men are the master. If a man truly had a god above himself, then he wouldn't be a man. He'd be a woman. So yes, that's why anybody who says they have a god they worship is effeminate and is a man who thinks like a woman. I'm just letting you know. 'Cause a man is not a servant. A man's a master. We're the extensions of the masculinity, you see? There's a difference, yeah. We're not servants. We're masters. We're that same masculinity, the creator, on this realm. So, I want to clear some things up, yeah. If men had someone above them, then we'll be women, literally. Because women are servants, men are masters. Only women are servants. We men are masters. So, yeah. So, see? So I'm just trying to explain it so people can understand it better. Let me see here. There's two to everything. One side represents the completion, which is the creator. The other side represents the half of the completion, the half, which is the female, the chaos. All females of every species and every spirits, entities, both physical and non-physical, they're all of chaos, and all male in existence. You know, non-physical and physical are all of the void, the dark. There's two to everything. Yep. So, men are masters, women are servants. A master means man, or masculinity in general. Servant means female, woman, femininity in general. So, yeah. And like I said, and because we males are the embodiment of the universal masculinity. That's why in order for men to get along, human men, we have to show each other equal respect, because every man is an island. Yeah, we're individualists by nature, while women are followers by nature. Men are individualists, so we are an island. Yep. I have to expose the lie that said that no man's an island. That's a lie. Every man is an island. In order for the islands to get along, every man must treat each other equal, with equal respect, because that only applies to men, not women. So how do I explain this better than my last video? You know, an easy example. Like, for example, if someone wants something of yours, right? And then, of course, that's that possession belonging to you. You know, one of the traits of masculinity is that we're territorial. So anyway, if a man wants something of yours that you don't mind giving away, you could be like this, because it's your possession. You could say, all right, you can have this for this much. You have to work for me for 4 hours or 5 hours. Or, you know, you have to, if you want this item, you have to work this much. You basically, you tell him how much he works for. Now, note, you're not lording it over him. You're not. It doesn't mean you're his boss. You're just telling him what he has to do in order to get, you know, that possession he wants from you. And thus, you know what I'm saying? So he just does his duty. He fulfills his task. You know, which is the contract that he say he will do. And then voila, once he's finished his contract, since that's your possession, so you say how long you want him to work or take care of things, then, and he fulfills that contract, you give it to him. See? But the whole time, you're not lording it over him. You're just showing equal respect. Yeah, when men work for other men, it's not a servant-master thing. It's really just working for something that they want. But they're both recognize each other as equal. You gotta remember that. So, when a sensei, a martial arts master, takes on the student is had the martial art master has something that the other man wants. Basically, one master has something that the other master don't have, and he wants that master to teach him. So he will teach him. You know what I'm saying? If he chooses to, and yeah, it's just a master teaching another master something that he doesn't know, and that likewise that master teaching that master. So I'm just trying to get people to understand, and like I said, and no matter what position we are in society, never base your worth off of it. Like in one of my videos, I say the importance of not basing your life off of what you have and don't have. That's important in order to be completely grounded, to be completely, balanced. You must not base your worth, or how much you deserve or not deserve based on what you have and don't have. So no matter what position you fulfill, remember, every position has a purpose and a need for that position to be fulfilled. So when someone works as a judge, it doesn't mean that they disrespect all the other men. They still treat men with equal respect. They're just doing their job as a judge. When it comes to judging people who do something bad, if they should go to jail or not. But they will never use it to boost themselves up, to feel superior, saying, "Oh, I'm better than you because I got this." Like basically, any man who thinks they're better than, or superior, or lesser than, just because of what they have and don't have, is a loser. Like I said in my past video. Realistically, men are not supposed to base their worth off of their positions they're given or what they have and don't have. See? So yeah, I just wanted to explain that more. So, men, when we live in this world working together, we're supposed to treat each other equal respect. We're not supposed to tear down each other. We're not supposed to fight among each other. We're supposed to get along equally. Not trying. Any man who fights among each other, trying to dominate each other, they're all immature, and they're losers. They're weak-minded. Yeah. A man that's perfectly balanced have no need to do that, because he recognizes other men as his equal, and thus we all get along, and we all fulfill our duties in society perfectly, without lording it over the other. What I'm saying? We're fulfill the roles that we're gifted with, that we're given. So understand? So I'm just letting men know. So any man that says that they have a God they serve, that man is gay. I'm keeping it real. Or any man that says I have a master I serve, that they're gay. That's gayness, because men are not servants, we're masters. Yeah. We'll work for other men under our contract, not because he's our master or lord, but because we want something he has, and we have to work to get that. And then men would trade with other men. Say, you want that? You give me this and that. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Trying to get people to understand the difference. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this awareness level not everybody has. So I'm trying to just explain it to make it easier. Men, like I said, so yeah, men, but all males in general, masculinity is at the top. Like it's actually the god of reality, and females are the servants of that god, the chaos that we mold into what we want them to be. Remember, another term for females is the motivation. Females are the physical embodiment of the motivation energy within men, which is our X chromosome. And another term, and remember, there's other terms she's known as, motivation, the necessary evil, the ego, the self-awareness counterpart, the chaos, Yeah. Chaos can be used for good or bad too, so just be aware. So that's what females are. So every man's a master, every female's a servant. So men out there, just be aware of that, okay? You're not supposed to lord it over other men, You're supposed to be an example to other men. And when a man wants to, work an honest job, give him an honest job, but don't lord it over him. Just tell him his task that he has to do. Don't treat him like he's stupid. Don't treat him like a slave. Because when you do that, you're treating him like a woman. Only women are servants, not men. So understand that. But I understand this video can go over a lot of people's heads because it requires the highest awareness to be aware of certain things in reality in general. So if you're not aware of the reality that men are masters and women are servants, then yeah, because master is another term for masculinity. Servant is another term for femininity. So I'm just keeping it real. So any man who says they have a lord is gay. I'm letting you know. People don't even know what the word lord is either. It means Baal. Baal worship. Anyway, the point is, men are the top. Women are the bottom. That's the reality. If men has someone above us, then we'll be women too. But we don't have anyone above us because we're God himself on this realm. So just be aware of that, men out there. Anyway, I'm going to eat my pizza now. It's one of my eating moments of the day, so Peace.